vibe overtake you. Shoot in the spirit.
Speaking of shoot.
Almost 5. Oh, so close. It gets a little quieter towards the end. That's wild.
Happy New Year.
I have waited for this time all year, a special season that I hold so dear. In a place full of magic and cheer, Christmas time at Disney is here.
I walk down Main Street and there I see a sparkling, towering Christmas tree. Mickey wreaths from store to store, garland hanging above the doors.
The castle's icicles glistening bright, shimmering sweetly in the night. There's no more festive place to be than the holiday season at Disney. Da 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 da. Whoa.
It's a small world glowing lights. Can't believe this wondrous sight. Cruise on down this waterway. What a merry holiday.
Stroll on down to New Orleans. The haunted mansion is the scene. Sandy Claus has come to town.
Season screamings all around. The candy palace filled with treats. Gingerbread Mickey's candy cane so sweet. There's no more festive place to be than the holiday season at Disney.
Christmas fantasy parade, watch it as it goes by. Leaving holiday magic, fireworks burst in the sky. Main Street with its magical glow, covered in frosty winter snow. There's no more festive place to be. There's no more festive place to be. There's no more festive place to be than the holiday season at Disney. Down, 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 yeah. At Disney. Ooh, yeah, yeah. At Disney.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Walt's Apartment Live. It is the 10th of December, 2 more weeks until Christmas, and we got a fun, action, jam-packed show tonight. Going to talk some Christmas in the parks, going to talk some Skywalker Ranch. We're going to talk some movies coming up for next year. Just going to get your guys' thoughts. Let's go around and say hi to everyone. Oh, it's weird where I'm at. Joey, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Glad to be here.
Welcome back from your epic crazy adventure all over Florida.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So got the airport crud, but it's okay.
And you're hitting
Glad to
all
be
that. You're gonna hit us with all that on Extra Magic Hour this week. Your recap?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. But I got my
Epic,
medicine with me, so we're good to go.
There you go. Well, if you weren't here last week, I could barely talk last week. So shout out to Amber and Amanda and Kevin. Why can't I not do that for helping out last week?
The other Amber.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys stepping up and talking when I couldn't. It was awesome. Kevin, how you doing, buddy? Where in the park? How are you, sir?
I'm doing great over here. Happy to be here again.
Good. We appreciate having you here. This is our second to last show of the year. Next Wednesday will be the last live show of the year as we take our Christmas break for a couple of weeks and just kind of regroup, come back strong in 2026. Amber, how are you doing tonight? Thank you for joining us.
Feeling festive. How are you?
It's because of Max, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
Whatever that was.
That was awesome. That was Max and Ray J. Yeah, Max said a couple years ago we could play that. We play that every year, so you'll hear it next week too. Just don't worry. But yeah, it's fun. And Miss Amanda, where in the park? How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, all things considered. I got a little situation, little sickness going on as well, but
It's going around.
I'm
That's
hanging
for
in
sure.
there. I'm doing well. But before we get started, you know who we haven't heard from yet? Chris.
Oh my God, you are absolutely correct. I was
Yeah.
totally not even thinking. And we didn't hear from Chris. I'm sorry. Here
Come
we go.
on.
Let's hear from our buddy Chris. Then we'll get this thing going.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris, and you listen to a podcast that believes in dreams, that places trust in the magic of imagination. That is always the first start of the right, and where the light is always on. Join as we discuss the views from Walt's apartment.
Let's try this again. Thank you, Chris.
All right.
And now, welcome to the show. You know, it's just how we do it.
Now we
do
can
it,
get started. It's not
now we
official
can get started.
until Chris
Yeah.
says.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what did we? She's like, you know, what we forgot. I'm like, no, what did we forget? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm a terrible human. Actually,
The entertainer gets it. Entertainer's
See?
like, hey, we
We-
haven't heard from Chris yet. It's not
We
just
He was
haven't.
like, "What in the what?"
Yeah, we appreciate that. But yeah, it's good to have everyone here. Like I said, next week will be family night. We'll end the year off. I'm gonna come up with a couple maybe lists we can do, you know, talk about our favorites, things from 2025 and you know, stuff like that and go from there. But yeah, it'll be fun and we'll have a great time. And sorry, I still got the lingering cough is still saying what's up. So, but yeah, we're gonna be a good time. But I do want to get into this. We have our one of our favorite segments of the entire live show, and we all know what that is, entertainer, don't we? It does say Sam's this week in Disney history. Sam is slated to come back after the first of the year. That's the plan right now. So we'll keep an eye out for her coming back. But right now it's Amanda's this week in Disney history because Amanda's like, I already went in, got the this week in Disney history and saved my ass because I don't know where to find all that stuff. So
You got to do the Jafar. The part of Sam will be played by Amanda this week.
there you go.
The other Sam.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
Sam
Everyone
number two.
there's two of everyone, so that's
Yeah.
Joey's the other Sean. So yeah.
There you go.
All right, Amanda, hit us with some of that great history in order from Sunday to Sunday, correct?
That's right. So we're going
right,
from the
see?
7th to the 13th. So
miss-
starting with this. What? Okay. So starting with the 7th in 1964, I thought these two things on the 7th I thought were really cool. So 1964, the Compass East Corporation is incorporated in Delaware. And you're like, well, what does that mean? Well, that company was one of the companies to purchase some land in Florida that would become Walt Disney World. And you can find the name of that company and the other companies that also bought land in Florida on Don Tatum's window above Crystal Art Shop in the Magic Kingdom. So that's what happened this week. Oh, bye, Sean. Okay.
We're
Didn't
taking
like-
over.
That's fine. That's all good. All right. In 1999, Cynthia Harris becomes the president of the Disneyland Resort. And she served until October of 2003. And a lot happened in that time. We had the opening of DCA. We had Downtown Disney, the Disney's Grand Californian Hotel, and the rebranding to what would be Paradise Pier Hotel, which is now Pixar Place, right? That also happened this week, the renaming. Disney bought Paradise Pier Hotel in 1995 and named it the Disneyland Pacific Hotel before that. So, both great things that happened on the 7th. Moving on to the 8th, 1941. This is the day that, the day before was Pearl Harbor, the attacks on Pearl Harbor. And so this day on the 8th, it was the U.S. Army just finished setting up camp at Walt Disney's Burbank Studios to prepare for defense strategies. And this is also the day that Walt got the call saying, hey, here's a contract for 20 films about aircraft and, wartime stuff. So that started the wartime revolution of Disney history. So that's interesting. On the 9th of 1985, a little company named Pixar was incorporated. 1992, this little team called the Mighty Ducks happened. So Disney got the hockey franchise. 1994, Disney animators moved to the Riverside Drive building in Burbank. So if you're on the 101 and you see the Sorcerer Mickey hat, that's the building in 1994. Also, same day, Tomorrowland Terrace of the Magic Kingdom reopens as Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe. One of my highlights of this week in 2002, Aladdin live on stage performs for the first time at the Hyperion Theater at DCA. RIP. Such a great show. And in 2005, the Chronicles of Narnia movie is released. And there's a show at Disney's Hollywood Studios that happened the same day. On December 10th, 1993, Epcot's Listen to the Land reopens as Living with the Land with new narration, music, and opening and ending scenes. In 2012, on December 11th, the French restaurant Monsieur Paul opens in the France Pavilion of Epcot. We had a couple of noteworthy deaths this week. In 1969, composer Lee Harline passed away at age 62. He is responsible for, or he co-created songs like When You Wish Upon a Star, Whistle While You Work, Hi Ho, and Someday My Prince Will Come, just to name a few. Also in 1993, Disney legend Ken Anderson passes away at age 84. He was known as an animator for Snow White, Pinocchio, 101 Dalmatians, Jungle Book, and Elliot from Pete's Dragon. He was also an Imagineer who worked on Project Little Man, development of Disneyland's dark rides like Peter Pan and Mr. Toad's, and he also worked on the proposed Equatorial Africa Pavilion at Epcot, which did not come to be, but he still worked on it. Also, some birthdays that happened this week. Herbert Arthur Disney, Walt's brother. Now, for those of you who are keeping score at home, Herbert, Ruth, Raymond, and Walt all have birthdays in December. Crazy. So Walt was the 5th, Ruth is the 6th, Herbert is the 8th, and Raymond is the 30th. Roy is the only sibling to not have a December birthday. He's in June. So work out that math.
Mom
So
and dad have
weather
some
like what's
summer
the
romances.
what's the weather like in wherever they live, you know,
I'm like,
in
they are
March? In
consistent.
March. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So thought that was very interesting. Also some birthdays this week. We have Clarence Charles Ducky Nash, voice of Donald Duck. We mentioned him last week. This one everybody should have on their calendar because on the 13th, Dick Van Dyke turns 100 years old and the world will celebrate. So super excited for him. I know he had a big celebration at Disneyland for his 90th. Can't wait to see what happens this Saturday. That's right. And also we have Patty Edwards. She is the voice of Flopsum and Jetsam from The Little Mermaid, as well as the voice of Atropos, the one-eyed fate who cuts the thread of life in Hercules.
Indoor
Also,
plumbing.
we
Gonna be big.
Something wrong with these scissors.
Also with birthdays this week, Bill Nye, not the scientist, but Davy Jones in Pirates of the Caribbean. We also have Chris Miller, Walt Disney's grandson, Imagineer Lanny Smoot. We got to meet him at D23.
Oh, Lanny.
Steve Buscemi and Donny Osmond have the same birthday in the same year. Steve Buscemi, of course, Randall from Monsters, Inc. Donny Osmond, Let's Get Down to Business from Mulan. Bunch of other Disney things, right? Jeffrey Wright has a birthday this week. He, of course, is The Watcher and Uatu and What If, and he was also Papa Henry in The Good Dinosaur, but we all knew that already. Jamie Foxx has a birthday this week.
Damn.
He's the voice of Joe Gardner from Soul, and Raven Simone from, of course, That's So Raven, Cheetah Girls, all of those things. Last but not least, a lot of noteworthy releases came out this week. So just going to run through a bunch real quick. Got the Alice comedies, Alice's Brown Derby in 1926, Oswald Short, Empty Socks, We had 3 different silly symphonies: Santa's Workshop, The Night Before Christmas, and Mer Babies, that happened in 32, 33, and 38. In 1937, we had Donald's Ostrich cartoon, and as well as
Classic.
Fire Chief in 1940. Goofy had his short How to Be a Detective in 52. Bedknobs and Broomsticks released in US theaters in 71. In 1992, The Muppet Christmas Carol, starring Michael Caine, came out, which, of course, if you have not yet watched it this holiday season, you really should, because it's fantastic. And in 2005, we got Kronk's New Groove. 2009 happened with Prep and Landing airing on ABC, followed in 2010 by its sequel, Operation Secret Santa, both produced by Walt Disney Animation Studios. Also in 2009, we got Princess and the Frog. 2013 got the Frozen soundtrack, which had 33 weeks on the top 5 Billboard 200 chart and 13 weeks at number 1. And last on my list, but I know I'm missing a bunch, in 2016, we got Duck the Halls, a Mickey Mouse
watch your
Christmas
mouth.
special. So,
All right. That's a lot. That's a lot. A busy week.
yes, it is a very busy week for sure.
But you know it comes up next week, unfortunately.
Walt
We gotta
is
go.
We do
now.
indeed.
We
Do
do.
indeed.
We do.
the White Room, I believe. Right?
What's that?
The White Room over at the museum.
Yeah, the white.
White Room.
Oh, the White Room. Come on.
It's funny and sad when you see the different Disney fans and influencers yes, it's his birthday, happy birthday, Walt, blah 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 blah, and then a week later, oh, wah.
Well, exactly. Yeah.
Like
Um,
The White Room.
Yeah.
It will now be known as the White Room Day.
the padded white room.
Amanda, thank you so much for being so thorough. That was, I don't think we missed anything. I think we have everything that we ever need to know about Disney history in the week of this week.
You have to wait for entertainer. To
What you
check
got,
in.
entertainer? Come at us.
Entertainer's fact. I think she does that much to make sure he doesn't have any. So he's fact checking right now.
There's
He'll hit us-
there's a
he'll hit-
lot.
he'll hit
There's a
us with
lot
something.
of birthdays that I know I missed. There's a lot of other
Oh,
things. See?
here we
You
go.
see this?
Boom.
And I saw all of those, but I was already at 3 pages, so I had to
Damn.
pick and choose.
That's crazy. Those are Swiss Family Robinson, Sister Act 2, Sophia the First series,
You
Saving
left
Mr.
out
Banks.
Sophia the First.
Saving Mr.
Announced.
Banks.
That doesn't count. Nobody.
Oh, okay. Series
Announced.
was
Oh,
announced.
that's true.
Okay. Saving Mr. Banks was released. Great movie. I love Saving Mr. Banks. It's so good. But yeah, let's get into our first commercial break to keep on track, because that's our big goal, is to stay on track, stay on target. Our first what?
No.
Oh, okay.
You
We're
started
gonna
throwing
hear
off the
from
track.
yeah, right. Yeah. Good job, Sean. But we're gonna hear from Sunken City Design, and we'll be right back, and we're gonna talk some movie news.
Sunken City Designs brings you art. Do you like art? I know I do. How about art based on Disney characters, like Mickey Mouse and the Oyster Thieves? You know, that's actually from Alice in Wonderland, the best princess movie ever made. Also, we have some dwarfs that have their heads ripped off sometimes. Why? I don't know. It's because it's Sunken City Design. So go there, sunkencitydesign.com. Get yourself some great merchandise. You got posters and, I believe, clothes. Who knows? I got a cup from there, and it's fantastic. You like cups? Do you ever use those? I do. Go for it. Oh yeah, sweatshirts. Can't forget about those. If you're ever cold, get yourself a sweatshirt from sunkencitydesign.com. Also, Wall-E. You know, that's the best movie ever made. Second only to Alice in Wonderland. All right, if you also like Walt's apartment, they have merch for that too. Where? sunkencitydesign.com. Hopefully you've already loaded up that site and you're looking at it, and you have some items in your cart. Go ahead and check out as soon as you can, because the show's about to come back on. All right, everybody, we appreciate you.
Yes, we do. Sunken City Designs with an S.com. Check it out. It's back up and running. Lou's got some great stuff on there. If you have not yet, go to Sunken City Design on Instagram, and you can click the link to help support the Boys and Girls Club in Yucca Valley, I believe it is, that he's helping with a big art deal going on. On the 21st, I believe, is when it's happening. But you can click on there and Amazon right to the kids. The kids get some art supplies, and Lewis is going to help them create art. It's a great thing. But okay, what's happening? What's coming
Sorry,
up? Yep, there it is.
Took me a little bit to pull it up, but there it is. And some are on sale, so why not? Go grab it right now.
Absolutely. I actually called him because I had sent a few things to him. I said, "Hey, I don't know if I can get there on time." He says, "Dog, it's okay. We'll make sure the kids get what they need, whatever." So, but it's very cool. Very cool. He does that kind of stuff. He's amazing. Taking on so much extra stuff, and with the Boys and Girls Club, and with his art, and with his art exhibit coming up. If you guys listen, imagine that. Last week he talked about his art exhibit coming up in the beginning at a big thing where it's going to be his stuff on the wall, and it's going to be very, very cool. Very proud of him and what he's doing, and he's kicking some ass. So we appreciate Lewis. But I want to talk about a couple of things. I know we're not a universal podcast, but Wicked has somehow taken over the world. The Wicked movie came out last year. It was like one of the best movies of all. And then I know, Amber, you just watched this like last week. And what did you think of Wicked? Not the new one, but the old one.
I watched both, actually.
Oh, you did go see the other one?
Yeah, I went and saw it.
Oh, okay. Okay. How was it? How were they?
I liked the ending of the first one.
Same. I told you, like the last 10 minutes is the best. That's the best part of the movie.
I mean, listen, it's an amazing story, and I think Cynthia and Revo's voice is fantastic. And again, that like last 10-15 minutes of the first one we watched it twice because my kids came in and they wanted to watch it.
Oh my gosh,
I'm
sorry. It took a long time.
It's okay, but I'm not a huge fan. Like I know that that's blasphemous, but it's not my top 10.
That's fair. I agree with you. Anyone, Amanda, have you seen Wicked or Wicked for Good, or have you seen either? You haven't seen either?
No.
Joey, I know you have. Courtney made you watch them, right?
Yeah, we saw the first one when it came out, and I actually enjoyed it more than I would. It was,
you said that last year, and I remember you saying that, and you told me, you said, "Dude, this is really long," and I went and watched them. I'm like, dude, it's really freaking long.
Because I mean, when I saw it was literally the day after we got back from Mexico, and I'm like, I'm not going to last on this movie, and I watched the whole thing. It didn't seem it seemed long, but it didn't seem like as long. It didn't drag. So then when I went down, and like I said, I really liked it. Jeff Goldblum, I thought was a great choice for this iteration of the Wizard. And so then when I went down for Thanksgiving, we saw Wicked after for Good or whatever, and it was good. I didn't like it as much as the first one. I know it's supposed to have like sadder tones, and that's Courtney was like it. Like I think she was like emotionally damaged from she's seen her and Kelly have seen the play like 3 times on stage, and so So I mean, but it was good. I like some of the turns that they had, and but
okay. Kevin, I know you're a big Wicked guy, right?
Yeah, I'm with Amber on this one. I mean, I did watch the movie. Actually saw the show on stage. Like, I was looking at the calendar here. I'm like, what year is this right now? It was probably like 18 years ago, maybe longer. And I remember like really wanting to see it. I remember going on the studio tour back like when they were like working on it. Be like, hey, there's gonna be a new show coming out, like co-produced with like Universal and stuff. Wicked is gonna be amazing. And then I was so hyped for it. And then it was like years later, I finally got to see it, and I was like, yes, it's gonna be so good. I love Wizard of Oz. I lived in Kansas as a kid. Big Wizard of Oz fan, right? And I was there hyped, sat through the stage production. I was like, yeah, it's fine. Like, I mean, music has like a few catchy tunes and stuff. Like, I get it. But it didn't really like, I don't know, it didn't capture me like a lot of people. And then when the movie came out, I'm like, it's been a while since I've seen the stage production. Maybe it'll like, be really like good. I just like didn't get it back then. Nah, still was like, all right. So I've not seen the new one. Maybe I'll watch it when it comes out on Peacock or whatever.
I will say this. I don't know if Kevin and Amanda will agree or not, but I think if they did expand at Epic Universe, a Wicked portal would actually visually be pretty stunning.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I know. I think a Wicked Land would be, or just a Wizard of Oz themed land. They've been trying to do that. They've been kicking the tires on that at Disney for years.
I know they
So if
wanted to put
Universal
in
could
the
do it,
barbecue before Galaxy's Edge,
yeah,
but then the
there are all
movie
kinds of
sucked.
those places. They actually had a weird thing over in Paris on their Storybook Land Canal Boat kind of clone out there, where it ends with like this big Wizard of Oz like scene, or at least it used to. I don't know if it's still there.
Well,
And it
there's
was
several
very
non-Disney
jarring.
elements to it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very weird, but
So
I don't know.
I,
We'll see how it
I
goes.
asked about Wicked because I'm building up to something else. I'm gonna ask. I'll ask Amanda first. Amanda, so if I was to tell you that Zootopia came out a week later and completely, would you believe me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Amber, would you?
Absolutely.
Okay. Joey, Kevin.
Destroyed. I mean,
Yeah.
I think Wicked still probably did okay. I think that Zootopia being the newer movie probably did better. Hopefully, I didn't actually look at the numbers,
Okay,
but
so
I
I
mean,
did.
So
I don't think
I
Wicked like
I
went off the
thought
map
so,
or
and
anything, right?
especially the market where it really blew up.
Yeah, and I
Especially.
think I think that is the key because domestically, Wicked did better than Zootopia. I think Zootopia did $270 million so far. Wicked's done like $330 million. Wicked's done $444 million worldwide since its release. Zootopia's done $955 million in its release. 80% of that is internationally. Obviously, Zootopia is very big
Specifically
everywhere else.
China.
So yeah, it was huge. I was shocked to see that movie is already $50 million away from being at $1 billion. I was completely shocked, but good on Disney. Has anyone here besides me seen Zootopia 2? No,
Just
it's
came
good.
out when vacation started.
Yeah, it's really good. I really enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed it better than the first one. Honestly, it was fun. It was good.
Really?
Saw the show at Animal Kingdom, if that counts.
Okay, that's fair.
That does count. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I was completely shocked because all I've heard about all year is Wicked, 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 Wicked. You know, and then like, damn, it got thrashed. But like Joey said, understanding the domestic compared to the worldwide, obviously Wizard of Oz is not as popular worldwide as Zootopia is. So that it makes sense when you look at it. But I mean, it's like 3 times as much, 444 to 955. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, look
Entertainer
forward to
says,
seeing it. So
Entertainer says it's very good. It was excellent follow up. I agree. It was a really good follow up. Put a lot of pieces together. Kept the relationships going. I forgot how good the first one was actually by watching the second one, so it was really good. But yeah,
And it's got
I
a
just wanted.
crazy cast too. Like in looking down the IMDb page, it's like hit name after hit name after hit
Yeah.
name. It just is. So I'm glad that it did well because that's a lot of people to pay.
yeah. And
Right.
Disney was
mayor-
smart by posting that before the movie came out because some of the voices, you know, they're actors, so they're not having the regular voices, so you wouldn't know it if it
No,
was
you
them,
wouldn't.
you
Yeah.
know, unless you saw that little sizzle reel, which was I
Now
thought was
the-
brilliant marketing.
The
Oh, yeah.
mayor is probably steals the movie. I think the mayor is voiced by Patrick Warburton, so he just completely he was great. He was like a horse, but he was the mayor, and he kind of looked like Fabio, but it was great. I'll get off that. So a lot of people have seen it, a lot of people haven't. Did anyone know that Australia's Warner Brothers World has a Wizard of Oz themed world? I did not know that. I haven't been there though. Nope.
Heard
I've
about it, but I
never
haven't
been to
looked into
Australia.
it.
Yeah, I've never been there either.
So real quick, do you think Avatar will get kind of the same because it's a niche movie, but the first
Yeah.
2 blew up.
I think Avatar will destroy both those movies. That's just my opinion because it's Avatar. People love it. I don't. I'm not a Avatar. I'll go see it because for podcast research. The last one I saw, I had a hard time staying awake for it, honestly. But it was Christmas Day, like years ago when I watched it, and I'm like, this is so not good. But whatever.
I think they're
But
just taking.
Yeah, they put such a huge gap in between.
I don't understand it. Like, ride the wave of popularity or get off and find something else. Like, I don't
Right.
understand.
It's the tech.
But now
that's
it's
in the
going
movie.
to. So now this is going to be stuff we're going to start seeing in the land that's coming to DCA. So it's going to be a lot of people are going to watch it just for that to see, hey, what is what is that? You know? But to answer your question, Joe, I think Avatar will destroy both of them. That's just my opinion.
How did the second one do?
I
It
still
did
think it
really.
was
I don't know the numbers, but I know it did really good.
Did it?
It was in the billions, I
Wow.
think, worldwide, full release.
so that was The Way of Water, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
2022 did $2.3 billion worldwide.
Wow.
It's 688 million domestically and 1.6 or 1,600,000 in internationally. But let's get into I want to talk about some things coming up next year and get your guys's what
Yeah.
you're most excited about coming up next year wise. There's not a lot coming from Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars. But I'm going to go through them really quick, and then I'm going to ask each one of you what you're most excited for. So,
And
quick list.
Al-
Go ahead.
Alfredo
Go ahead.
just posted too that the Doomsday trailer will be attached to Avatar.
Yeah.
I
And it'll
think
be
a
like
lot
a
of people are
minute.
going to watch it just for that.
I
Yeah.
agree. It'll be like a minute. I said, what's a minute and a half long trailer or something like that.
Wow.
But
They should do the Chris Nolan 6-minute IMAX trailer.
let's
And
dive
then
into let's dive into
Ne-
what we got coming. Go ahead, Amanda. I'm sorry.
No, just to answer entertainer, I think that it has to do better than Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
It has to, because they have a theme park land to build. And if it doesn't do well, that will be a really big deciding factor of what that land is going to become.
Unless they can
So,
pivot and make it a Lilo and Stitch land.
Real.
hey, that makes
I'm
a
okay
lot
with
more
that.
sense than Avatar.
Yeah, in that park, I agree. I'm so confused still by that coming there.
But we need to put faith and trust in the Imagineers that they know
That's
what
right.
they're doing and can sell us the story. So
All right, let's talk about what we got coming up next year. So March 6th from Pixar, we have Hoppers. June 19th from Pixar, we have Toy Story 5. November 2026, we have Hexed from Disney Animation. May 22nd, 2026, we have The Mandalorian and Grogu. And then on December 18th, we have Avengers Doomsday from Marvel. I'm going to go through around the room here and find out what you're most looking forward to. So I'll start with you, Kevin. What are you most looking forward to out of those 5 that you'll actually go see?
List because it feels like all of them have ups and downs where it's either like I've never heard of it before, like Next. I don't even know what that is. But like Mandalorian and Grogu, like I did for that, even though like the last season was kind of okay. And it's been a while since had a thing for them. So and Avengers we all have ups and downs too. Also a good one. I mean I still see, I don't know if I'll see it in theaters for any of these.
Right.
We'll have to talk here, Amanda. But
yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
Okay. Amanda, how about
I
you?
think
Anything
those are
that
top two.
Yeah. The reason why he said that was because it's really hard to get me in a theater.
okay.
Because I just can't justify spending money on something else when you're already paying for streaming. It doesn't make sense, and I can, get up if I need to and not feel bad, and I don't
You can
really
pause
find
it.
the ambiance of a theater that appealing. So that's why he's like, we need to figure out what what we want to do. Um, but no, I think out of everything, Avengers Doomsday and Mandalorian and Grogu, Mando, because like Kevin mentioned, I was a really big fan of the series.
hmm
The last one kind of took a turn, and we had like Mando 2.5 and Boba Fett and all these things, but it ties back to the park, right? So everyone's going to be in line for Smuggler's Run to see how it connects to the new locations that we're going to and how we can connect with Grogu and the whole thing. So I'm excited to see where they take the movie and apply it to the attraction. And then Avengers Doomsday sets up everything else. Like, we're pretty invested in the saga at this point. So can't just not watch Doomsday after all of that. So I think those two. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm optimistic about Toy Story 5. I'm kind of hesitant on it though. Like I want for it to do well. Just because it's Toy Story, you know we're going to get some new characters in the park. So again, tying it back to the park, that's what gets us excited about,
Mhm.
possibly seeing it. I'm sure we will see it, but it'll take a while.
Okay. All right. And Amber, do we have to ask which one you're most excited for, or
You
know it's-
absolutely do not need to ask which one I'm very
Okay.
excited for.
So
I'm drooling a little bit
Hoppers.
already.
Battlefield
Hoppers, yeah,
is
lizard.
Hoppers
I
is going to
knew
be
it.
great.
number one. Yeah.
No, I too do not like to go to movie theaters. I'm terrible. If I'm bored, I'll like Google what's going to happen. And then the people that are with me get really frustrated because I'm literally on my phone the whole time. I just get so bored. But I will go see Mandalorian because I am impatient and need my fix of Pedro Pascal. So,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm looking forward to same as Entertainer. I'm looking forward to Mandalorian and Avengers. So maybe Mandalorian even a bit more because I think this is going to be fun. I think Doomsday is going to set up a lot of stuff. I'm not sure it's going to be like the last couple Marvel movies have not been the.
I am Entertainer.
What about the Devil Wears Prada? Are any of you looking forward to? Is that next year?
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's not
I'll
Disney.
go with
then, is
you.
it? That's not Disney, right?
Is that Fox? I don't know.
I think it's Fox.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
It is
I,
Disney.
I'm exact opposite of Amanda and Amber. I love going to the theater. I got to see it on the biggest and loudest screen. I sit in the middle and just get immersed in the movie. All these movies I think will be visually stunning, but I think Mandalorian and Doomsday are obviously the ones I'm looking forward to the most. Because they are both very important movies to their franchises.
Oh shit! I totally didn't ask you, did I?
No, but it's okay.
I'm
I
a-
just
I'm a
squeezed
piece
it in
of
like I
crap.
normally
Thank
do.
you. Thank you for just jumping in there. Damn. All right.
But
I
and
suck. I'm sorry, Joey.
I love and being being kind of like the longtime Star Wars fan, I love season 3 of Mandalorian because it follows the story of Bo-Katan from Clone Wars all the
Mhm.
way to that. So that's why I loved it. And then you kind of forgot though, Doomsday, September, they're re-releasing Endgame before December.
So smart.
Yeah, because some people are speculating that Doomsday might be a direct sequel to Endgame, not the whole phase 5 and 6, which fans have kind of got that Marvel fatigue on. So they're going to kind of, and plus this is a Coen Brothers movie again, too, saying like, hey, these guys that did Endgame, Infinity War, the Cap series, they're doing Doomsday and Secret Wars. So,
Right.
I don't want to say they're kind of retconning the whole, but they're just getting people excited again. So I think it's great that we'll be able to see Endgame once again on the big giant screen and leading up to Doomsday.
Are they
I just
adding
mean
anything to that, or is it just going to be the same movie straight? I thought they were
They're
adding some Doctor
adding,
Doom like elements or
from
something.
what I heard, they're just adding a new post credit scene
Okay.
because Endgame never had one.
There
So
you
Oh, that's right. It didn't.
yeah,
Oh, that's very interesting. That'll be interesting.
and it's going to gain a lot of money again too. So
Oh, for sure. That's like the biggest movie ever, isn't it?
Endgame.
it's
Isn't
one
it?
of them. Yeah.
Yeah. It's right there.
I mean, that portal scene is still one of the greatest things I've ever seen in the movie theater.
Oh yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
so funny. In our house, it's a debate because I saw the movie in the movie theaters. It was one of the few that I actually went and saw. And I remember, you see those TikTok videos where everyone's like cheering and screaming in the movie theaters and everyone's super excited. I did that too. And I thought it was so fun. And like my husband, he's like, I refuse to go see those movies in the movie theater because I don't want people screaming at me. That excitement just turns me off. I'm like, who are you?
Yeah.
That is part of the experience.
I
And
hate talking in the movies, but that scene, and I'll
Yeah.
watch YouTube videos over and over again, like every couple months, because I still get chills of seeing
Oh, yeah.
everybody's reaction to everything. And it kind of happened with the Spider-Mans, but nowhere near as much as the
Yeah.
Portal.
But he hates it. He thinks
Yeah.
he's like, everyone just needs to sit there and shut up and watch the
Oh my
movie.
gosh.
I'm like, okay.
He has no heart.
I
Well, we
told the
know.
story.
On your left.
Yeah. I told the story before. I saw Endgame with Chris and Chris and David and Andy, and I was sitting next to Chris, and we were in the second row. You know, how you have those 3 rows that no one wants in the front. We were in the 3rd row, like literally looking up at the screen like this. But I remember when when Cap picked up that hammer, oh my God, Chris was screaming like a little girl. It was the greatest thing I've ever. He's like, yes, yes. He reminded me of the Red Guardian, like screaming that loud. I'm like, dude, calm down. And then the other scene happened, and it with yeah,
Then
yeah. That
30,
movie's
40,
great.
50-year-olds, I think, finally felt validated
Yeah,
for all that years of just nerddom and comic book, fandom, and that's one of the greatest scenes ever in movie
and
history.
then you go ahead and kill off Robert Downey Jr. What the hell? Come on.
Just to bring him
But
back as Doctor Doom.
right. I know, right? Because we can't get enough of the guy. But okay, so I want to take a quick break because we're gonna talk about the parks a little bit. Then I want to talk about Skywalker Ranch that Amber got to visit here. I think is this last week, and then we'll bring her home. But I want to do parks, and you want to and you want to plan a great trip, and there's some amazing freaking deals right now with especially this California pass that you can get from Getaway Today. You can save like $20 off of that 250, I believe, with Getaway Today. So you can even save more, I believe, right now if you live in California. And it's already a good deal at 250, but I mean, save some more on that. It's even better. It's crazy. Let's hear from Getaway Today. We'll come back and we'll let's have some more fun.
It's been a great show so far, but who's ready for an ad break? Did you know that the best way to keep our shows going is by supporting our sponsors? So let's get to know more about the travel experts at Getaway Today. They've been helping to make vacation dreams come true since 1990. And whether you want to visit the happiest place on earth or to travel to Orlando for a most epic adventure, they are there to help. Are you trying to find out which hotel is your best option or which theme park tickets will work best for your visit? Are you concerned that you might need a last-minute change? No worries. Their travel experts will help you out. Looking to book a cruise but don't know where to start? Hey, they can help with that too. They will find the perfect cruise for your vacation, whether it's your first time or you're a well-seasoned cruiser. When you book your cruise with one of the Getaway Today experts, you will have a dedicated agent to help you every step of the way. They take care of the details so you can have the most fun. Getaway Today offers peace of mind travel, allowing you to cancel or make changes up to 72 hours before your trip. You will always have the most up-to-date vacation information, both pre-arrival and upon welcome. Getaway Today guarantees the best prices, with no hidden fees, and every time you book through Getaway Today, they will donate a portion back to a charitable organization in your area. And so far, over $4.5 million have been donated. So go ahead and dial 1-855-GETAWAY, that's 1-855-438-2929, and be sure to tell them that Walt's Apartment sent you. Or just click the link in our show notes for more information and the best deals to start your Disney, Universal Studios, or cruise vacation planning. What I'm trying to say is, if you like to travel, check out Getaway Today. All right. So now it's time to get back to enjoying that view from Walt's apartment. Let's get back to the show.
Let's get back to it. All right, Miss Amanda, you and your amazing mom Kim were able to go to Disneyland last weekend, and it was a little crowded, right? Just a little bit.
Oh yes, just a tad, because the first weekend of December at Disneyland is when the candlelight processionals are happening, and it's one of those things that I still can't wrap my head around, because Epcot at Walt Disney World, it's a month and a half long, and you know well in advance who's going to be there, what time everything is, you know where to go, all of these things, right? Disneyland is the complete opposite. You don't know who your guest speaker is going to be until somebody leaks it 30 minutes before the show. None of the cast members know who the guest speaker is, or even what time you need to line up or where to line up. We asked 4 different cast members who then had to, direct us to different things. And one eventually called in to let us know what time the second show was going to be, let alone what time we needed to start lining up for it. And then it was just a merry-go-round, like just a lazy river, if you will, walking around Main Street, because they had
also at the entrance.
yes, everything was roped off. And so you had to walk around the outside of Main Street, go along the back to Plaza Inn, cut across the street, and then walk down um, to the Emporium and just keep doing that lazy river
Oh
until
my gosh.
eventually they open the lines up and hopefully you got a spot. So, um, a lot of confusion, a lot of angry people because they weren't getting any answers. And unfortunately, they were taking it out on some cast members, which is not their fault and that is unacceptable. Um, we did see some people being very just conscious of that fact and just thank you so much for your support and you guys are doing awesome. I was thanking every cast member I could because I was like, you guys have the hardest job right now.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like, I don't understand how you guys can keep your composure. Um, so kudos to all the cast members working that weekend and always, but especially that weekend. Benjamin Bratt was the narrator this weekend, and he was fantastic. He was so good. We actually posted the entire video that we took. We were in front of the Mad Hatter hat shop
Okay.
on Main Street. And so I recorded the entire thing. So that is over on our YouTube page at We're in the Park. And it is 50 minutes of me holding the camera because the gimbal that we had was not working.
Oh no.
And so I had to hold the camera the entire time. So if it's a little shaky, I apologize. But it was beautiful. It was amazing. And he was a fantastic narrator. Just very calming voice and very respectful. And he filled the moment for sure.
So
I was
rumor
gonna
has
say like Kevin has a great voice.
Yes.
Would you do it again?
Oh yes, this was
You would.
our third time. So it was my mom's second time and my third time. So Kevin and I went a couple years ago when Brie Larson was the narrator, and then my mom and I saw it just on a whim because we didn't know what day it was. And when James Edward Olmos was
Oh
the
wow.
yeah.
Oh wow.
And from
Wow,
what
that'd
I
been cool.
heard from after everything is done, the choir kind of like dissipates and all of that. And we spoke with one of the choir members who has been doing this for 20 years. And she
Oh,
says,
cool.
hands down, it's a unanimous vote that James' performance is the highest one on the
Wow.
list.
I
So
can imagine.
the
Another
fact that we
great
were able to
voice.
do that. Yeah. Yeah.
So rumor is that Ernesto de la Cruz actually came out and did a mic check before the first one. Is that true? I thought I saw someone post something. I thought Cali Bay posted that, so I trust Mondo. Is that not true? He didn't come out and do like a mic check.
That was
So-
Photoshop.
Oh man,
It
that
was
sucks.
Photoshopped.
'Cause I was all excited at work. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. I would have loved that, but okay.
I mean, they do have mic checks and like make sure everything's working, but we weren't there for that. And they make sure that there is nobody there, you
Mm.
know. Um
Oh,
You were there for
definitely.
the
But-
second performance, though, right?
wait, what?
You were there for the second performance?
We
or
were there for the second performance, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I said. We
can't
didn't see
confirm or deny.
right. I can't confirm or deny that, but that's just from what I've seen online and stuff. So, but no, we were at DCA during the first show because we knew that it was just going to be crazy. And then as everything was starting to dissipate, then we decided to come back in. So
It looked like a really good time, but I mean, just the past couple of weeks at the parks have been absolutely insane. Like, is that typical for December? Shoulder to shoulder the whole month?
I think
Yes.
so, yeah.
Oh yeah, because all the people, they want to get in when they get blacked out,
Yeah.
between Christmas and New Year's, and then you see locals posting, "Oh, I didn't get a reservation." Well, you try to get a reservation 2 days after Thanksgiving, dude. I mean,
Right.
plan. I post. I'm like, plan like a out of towner.
I mean,
But-
I've been going to Disneyland I'm headed down on Sunday. I've been going to Disneyland the week before Christmas break for 5 or 6 years. So we usually do like a Monday through a Thursday or a Tuesday through a Friday. I honestly don't think it's ever been that bad. So I wouldn't say that it's super crowded that 1 week before Christmas. And I think because a lot of people are waiting for the next weekend for the holidays, once they've gotten past the candlelight vigil and then to the holidays, I don't think it's that bad this week, but
Yeah.
that's my personal take.
Okay.
With the procession, I love. I haven't been to Disneyland one. I love how it's so. I don't say exclusive, but it just seems like tradition to be a surprise. And because when we saw Jordan Fisher at Epcot, we only had one Epcot day, but our days were based on who was doing the procession, and so and it really didn't matter to me. I just wanted to go to have my fish and chips. So, but the girls chose Jordan Fisher, but then because they're like, well, I don't see Jennifer Gardner. Then like a week before she canceled and Susan Egan stepped in, so they were bummed. But we saw and heard him from afar. But it was cool. But I would much rather kind of go through the headache of waiting for Disneyland. It just seems that much more special, I think.
It's an all day. It's an all day process. I mean,
Yeah. And I wasn't giving up my all day at Epcot.
Yeah,
right.
That's fair.
I went in 2019, and I think we saw Lin-Manuel Miranda, and he was pretty good. But I unless I stumbled upon it, I don't think I would invest.
I got to
a
get my
whole
Cosmic Rewind, my 3
Yeah.
caballeros. So
Yeah. One of the things that I didn't realize was that the choir at the first show walks out by It's a Small World. And
That's the best part.
they walk all the way down to Town
Oh,
Square.
really?
I didn't notice that. I didn't realize that.
Oh, wow.
And then I guess the second show they leave from Tomorrowland. Like they don't go all the way back. But that
Do they
was
sing
really
that whole
cool.
time?
Yep. They
Oh,
sure
wow.
do, and they turn off the lights, so their parade route is dark,
That's
and they just
cool.
have their candles, and it is so crazy to see hundreds and hundreds of choir just walking through and through the parks, and you normally have the songs wherever you are of the ambiance music, but to hear something different, it is just very surreal. So
That's
that
very
was
cool.
really, really cool.
Does
That's
Epcot not have
awesome.
that? Does Epcot not have a candlelight processional in their candlelight processional, or do you know? Joey?
I'm not sure.
I've never been to Epcot.
Really quick, entertainer. I'll
Oh,
grab you here really
Joey
quick.
was just there.
He says,
Oh, sorry.
Joey, did they have a processional for the candlelight processional? They walked with candles through the park or
It looked
anything?
like they were walking on stage, but I didn't see how far they were
Mhm.
coming in from. But they have 3 shows per day, and people line up.
Wow.
You know, if
Dang.
they don't get into the first one, then they line up for the second. I think the first one's actually for VIPs, and then the second and third one are lining up as the first one's going on, or vice versa. But we saw them kind of walking on stage, but like I said, we're
Unclear
around
where they came
the
from.
Regal Eagle area,
Okay.
so. But we heard it. It was cool. The music, the singing was great, and just yeah.
Okay. Really quick here, entertainers comment at Sean Robbie Benson, the voice of the Beast from Beauty and the Beast, said at a virtual event that his favorite tradition at Disney parks is candlelight vigil. He's done it several times at Epcot. That's cool. Right on. And then Alicia, if I'm saying that right, or if it's Alicia, I'm not sure. I finally got my gingerbread cookies last week.
Nice.
The gingerbread cookies are really good.
Yum.
Yeah, thank you from Kim Getaway for the rainy gingerbread cookies. They're awesome.
They're so good. I want to do this. If you're going to Disneyland the next couple of weeks, be careful, be safe. If you're going to any of the parks, it's going to be crazy busy, but have a great time. I want to hear from where in the park, about what's coming up with where in the park, and then we're going to come back Skywalker Ranch, and I have one more question that I'm going to ask you all to end the show. It's just a Christmas question, but Amanda, are we playing the ad this week, or what do we got going? What are we doing?
Nope, not this week. You
Oh,
can redo it.
I love it. I love knowing what they're doing.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Kevin, what are we talking about this week on our podcast on the Where in the Park?
On the podcast coming up this week, we're going to be talking about Christmas over at Universal Parks. So we're going to go over how the Grinch Stole Christmas is all about and all that stuff, and how it got into the parks and why it's there, and yeah, just pretty much focusing on that. I'm not sure how to make that sound more exciting because my voice is always monotone here, but yeah. Other than that, you can still get our games over at our site. I don't know if you want to mention that, Amanda, or if we're...
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you can go to whereinthepark.com. The links are in like the show notes and all the things. And there's a coupon code for Walt's apartment.
It's Walt's APT podcast or something.
Thanks. Walt's APT pod. Something like that.
I think both of those work. So
I think so too.
Go for it.
So there you go. So you can get 10% off your order.
Boom.
And like
You're welcome.
Order ASAP so you can get it for the holidays. So
if you don't want to stand in those really long lines during the holidays, guess what you could do? You can play a Where. It's a lot more fun.
There you go.
Promise.
I'm so excited.
Yes,
you
indeed.
Christmas, listen to Where in the Park.
There you go.
Ho, ho, ho.
He does it better than I can.
Ho, ho, ho.
All right, let's get back into it. Let's bring this thing home. Amber, you got to go where this last week? And we're all jealous of you.
I got to go to Skywalker Ranch and Skywalker Vineyards, which is in San Rafael here in NorCal. And it is originally where the studios were. They are no longer there, but it is where they originally were. And they have since moved. And now it is a functional ranch. So they have cattle, they make cheese, they make honey, they grow lavender for beauty products. They have a vineyard there, and they do tastings, and then they have a shop that you can go and spend way too much money like I did. And they also have a special gallery of art that has been collected over the years, and all the art is obviously Star Wars themed. And that happened to be open the day that we were there, so we got to go in there.
But you couldn't take pictures of anything, right?
No, so the policy is you cannot take video. It's similar to Walt Disney Studios. If you've done a tour of Walt Disney Studios, it's very similar. So you can't take videos anywhere on the property, and photos can be done outside, but you or a person has to be in the photos, and it cannot be someone who's not in your party. So, for example, you can't just take a picture of the very famous Yoda statue is in front of the main building there. It's a well-known statue. There's a matching one at the other location. And you can't just take a picture of the Yoda statue. You or someone in your party has to stand in the photo with the Yoda statue. So,
interesting rule.
Yeah, and then you can't take any photos or videos inside. So once you're inside the building, you have to put your camera away, essentially.
Is there like security like enforcing that, or is there like a tour guide with
you
the whole time?
Well, so I was there with a member, and so I was an invited guest. So it's kind of like I would compare it to like Club 33, where they expect you to abide by the rules because it reflects on the main person that's bringing you into the facility. And obviously if you get in trouble, and I can't, Skywalker Vineyards, hey guys, we follow each other. So like if I posted something naughty, they'd be like, they'd be right on me. So I had to behave and I had to follow the rules, but there was so much that I wanted to take pictures of and show people, but unfortunately I couldn't. Like the artwork and stuff was incredible. So
they're like, we want to do that, go to Star Trek's vineyards.
Right.
and like they do have the only way to go is if you're invited by a member or you're a member. So I did join. So maybe we'll do a Walt's apartment trip in the future.
Yeah. Let's go. What are we doing here? Let's go right now.
Yeah. Right. Well, so and here's how they get
it on
you.
the books.
Really, I know, right? It's funny because they want to make sure that the people that they have joined are actually people that are going to, make the most of their membership. So like I can't invite people or visit these things without invitation for 4 shipments of wine. So I have to drink 16 bottles of wine. No problem. before I can like go to these events and stuff. So it's a whole process, but it was really cool. I mean, I passed
Christmas this year.
Right? I know. You all are yeah, everyone's getting wine. But it's funny because when you drive by something and you know that it's down the street, but you can't get to it, and then I recorded myself like driving down. I'm finally taking this exit. I'm finally taking this road. Like that was pretty cool. I liked it.
That's very cool.
That's awesome.
I had the wine at like the Magic Key Terrace. They have it like by the glass there. And it's pretty good. Yeah.
I mean, they had we got to do a wine tasting, which was really nice, and it was really good. And then some of them have the actual label, and they also have vineyards in other locations, like in France and stuff. So, but the wine was good. So, if you're thinking about joining a winery,
you can just join a winery. That's a thing. Just join.
They all have like memberships, and like
the
club. You get like 6 bottles when you first show up.
They just ship it to my house. They just ship me.
I looked into it years ago, and I was like, if we live closer, I would totally be all over this. But we're like just far enough away where I'm like, I can't make that make sense.
Right. Well, this is the only winery I'm a member of because obviously for obvious reasons. So
you were just hoping to see Pedro somehow. You're just hoping
one of these days. The 6 degrees of separation is getting a little bit smaller every day. So,
like, if I buy this wine, then I'm closer to Pedro. Okay, so I'm in. I'm in. So, I didn't know Kevin and Amanda. You guys are wine people?
Yeah, we like wine.
What?
I didn't know Kevin and Amanda were wine people. Okay,
they're good people.
Okay. Yeah. So you had a good time. Any questions about the vineyard or anything like that for Amber before we ask our final important question of the night?
Like, how Star Warsy was it over there? Like, at all, or is it just like a whole different world?
Well, so from the outside, the only real Star Wars element is like they had an AT-AT blow up for Christmas, and then the Yoda statue, obviously the famous Yoda statue. But from the outside, it just looks like a building, right? And then once you go inside, every piece of decor, every artwork, everything inside is Star Wars. So once you get inside, the outside
was Star Wars based then that you were talking about.
Yeah, all of the art was Star Wars. Different elements of Star Wars, different types of artwork, paintings, drawings. One of my favorite ones was called Joyride, and it was the bounty hunter holding Grogu and his ears flapping, and it was like this oil on canvas painting. And I'm like, oh, I could see that above my fireplace. But and then they have a huge shop that has stuff that's like exclusive to them and then non-exclusive to them. So but that's all I saw in the little bit that I saw. I mean, I didn't go to the winery itself. I'm not permitted to do that quite yet. So we'll see. And then one of the most famous elements of Skywalker Ranch is in the actual main building, which you have to be invited to stay there. And it's a glass dome rotunda ceiling. Has elements of Star Wars in the glass, but it's like hidden Mickeys.
Fancy.
But so you can see pictures of it, but you have to be invited into the main building to go see it. So we're not there yet.
That is so
16 bottles.
That's 30 bottles, 30, 40 bottles.
Yeah, that's 30 bottles. Give me a year. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. All right. Well, that sounds cool. That's exciting. So it's Christmas time, and I was just looking on here during one of the breaks. I'm like, I'm gonna pop this question up on here. It's got nothing to do with Disney. It's got nothing. But it's got to do with Christmas. So I'm gonna ask you all that are here on the show right now to answer this question. Get rid of one. You have National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, A Christmas Story, Elf, or Home Alone. So we'll go with ladies first. We'll go with Amanda first. You got to get rid of one of these movies. Which one is it?
So the great thing about this is because I don't watch movies, I haven't seen 2 of these, and I don't remember one of them. So the only one that I remember is Elf. So that one definitely stays. I guess Christmas Vacation? I
Are
don't
you saying get rid of
know.
Christmas Vacation, the greatest Christmas movie of all time?
Oh my
Again,
god.
I haven't seen it, so
Oh.
I don't know what I'm missing out on. So I am the worst person to ask this question.
Okay, here's
Wait,
the deal.
Lewis has an opinion.
Hold the phone here for a second.
Wow.
Oh, here we
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Cool.
So normally for our Kevin's Critics Corner on our live show, we're gonna change it up this week.
No,
Because
I'm not watching any movies.
Do
Can't make
it.
me.
come
Can't
on,
make me.
come on, Amanda, just watch Christmas Vacation and give us your honest opinion.
For
Don't
her
be a
blouse
Grinch.
alone. For her
Please.
blouse alone.
Watch that and Home Alone back to back. Let's do it.
Ugh.
Oh man. Okay. Damn. I just saw Lewis's comment. Damn. Okay. I guess we don't.
Yeah.
Lewis says get rid of
Oh.
Elf. And
Disagree.
Amanda, you won't
In
do it.
all
You won't watch
caps.
Christmas Vacation.
We'll see.
All right. Fair.
It's so good.
Amber, how about you? Which one are we getting rid of?
Definitely not Christmas Vacation because I love that movie so much, as you know. And not Elf because I quote it all the time. It's just part of
Right.
life. It's not even a Christmas movie at this point. It's just a movie.
Yeah.
I don't really like A Christmas Story.
Oh man.
I know. I'm sorry. And I'm
Man.
not a huge fan of like Home Alone either, but
Yeah.
I say
The
Christmas
Story.
Story.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. No. What do we got? We got any comments in here? Yes, Amanda, watch it. Alicia says. I hate
For her
Will
shirt.
Ferrell.
Like,
He's
did
an
you know
absolute.
one of the biggest searches for the Christmas movie is where Beverly, that shirt with the keyhole cut out, the white one, the sexy like
Mhm.
lace.
Mhm.
That's one of the biggest searches this
Really?
time of year. Yes. Everyone
I-
wants to know where to get
Huh.
this.
I saw a meme said Clark's wife is smoking hot and he's dreaming of other women.
I know,
They had her in that outfit.
Yeah.
right? Home Alone is the best. Lewis, you are so wrong on this. Home Alone
You're
is not
wrong.
the best of the four, but that's okay. Still love you, brother. Kevin, how about you? Which one are we getting rid of?
Definitely a Christmas Story. I don't know. That one never really resonated with me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Home Alone, like I was a kid when that came out, and like my name's Kevin. I was all for it.
Okay, that's fair. Okay.
That's a great film. And, like, I don't know. I mean, rewatching it is not as good. Unlike Elf, though. Elf, I feel like every time I rewatch that movie, I like it better than the time
Yeah.
before.
Elf is great.
Like,
Mhm.
yeah, last week I was at physical therapy and they had up on the screen with like the sound off is just like the subtitles on, and I was like laughing out loud just reading it. I mean, it was just I'm like, this movie just gets better every time I see it. I don't know how. It's like
he's an
backwards.
angry
Everything else
elf.
gets worse, but he's so. Yeah, I don't know. I like that movie. I
It
haven't
is good.
seen the Christmas Vacation in years, so
My
Well,
Amanda,
now you're
It's
gonna
on
watch
every
it.
15
So.
minutes
we might
on
have to watch
TBS
that one.
right now.
I remember liking it. It's just been a long time. And it's just
Alicia
Christmas Story.
says
I don't know. I
Christmas
just
Story
did
can
not
go.
care for that. I don't know. I
Sounds
saw
like
it. I
you
saw
just
it later. I
planned
didn't see
your
it as a
date
kid.
night.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Alicia says A Christmas Story can go. Kim says Elf is my favorite Christmas movie. Joey, how about you? Which one's got to go?
So first, they're all classics.
Mhm.
I can probably quote all the movies year round. But you know what? As much as I love Jon Favreau, I'm taking out Elf.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I mean,
Wow,
I don't,
you and Louis,
and
unite.
I'm actually putting. I don't know which one I grew up with Christmas Story and of course Christmas Vacation, and those are the top tier Christmas movies.
Oh, absolutely.
And I mean, you don't get any better than The Shitter's Full. So
Right? No, that whole movie's. I mean,
but
so good.
I mean, I love all four of them. They're good movies, and I would even throw in like one of my favorite underappreciated Christmas movies is Fred Claus too. So
Oh God, Fred Claus is great. It's so much
Yeah.
fun. Entertainer says A Christmas Story has to go for me. I don't rewatch often like other ones. The scene with the kid getting his tongue stuck is hard for me to watch.
Yeah, it's painful.
Yeah.
it was soap.
Well, you can't miss
Poison.
it because they play it like all day long. I think on TBS or TNT, like on
Mhm.
Christmas Eve, you can watch it for 24 hours.
So
they definitely
TBS
did.
is going back and forth. One day they'll show like nonstop Christmas Vacation. The next day will be nonstop Elf. Then on
Yeah.
Christmas Eve, it's nonstop 24 hours of Christmas Story. So
Okay. Well,
what up, Blue?
Christmas Vacation. Yes. Joey, my guy. Let's go. Okay. Well, that's it. we brought it home. We have
No,
we
wait
did
a
it.
minute, Sean. You didn't answer your own question.
Yeah.
Oh, Christmas. Home Alone. Gotta go. Sorry. Not even a question. I love the other three.
I got another one, but I'll save it for next week.
Love the Grinch. The Grinch is great. The Grinch has
so
taken
good.
over my TikTok feed.
It's so good.
At Universal, which I'm not upset about it. It's great. The Grinch character at Universal seems like one of the best interaction I've ever seen.
Guilty pleasure, Love Actually. Yeah, I admit it.
Yeah.
Great Christmas movie.
And The Holiday.
Four Christmases with Vince Vaughn and John
one's
Favreau.
classic.
That's so good. Turn over the tube thing. The
Okay,
tube
is
thing.
Gremlins a Christmas movie?
Of course it is. Just like Die
Yes,
Hard.
it is. Just
I'm
like
just
Die
asking.
Hard. Yep. Just
Die
like
Hard
Die
is
Hard.
not a Christmas movie, but
Yes,
that's
it
okay.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's okay
Yes,
to
it
be
is.
wrong.
No,
It's got 3 Christmas
It's
songs.
okay to be wrong.
no, it's not.
It is. The dude, I was gonna wear an ugly Christmas sweater, the shirt that says "Now I have a machine gun" ho 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 on it.
Sean, you were about to mention my comment. Did I not mention it?
One
I
about
thought you did.
Scrooge.
no, you didn't. This one here.
Oh, Paramount Scrooge and Albert Finney's Alex Guinness. Obi-Wan Kenobi is underrated. Okay.
I'll go with a Scrooge with Bill Murray.
Sorry about that.
That one's classic too.
Muppets Christmas Carol.
Jim
Well,
Carrey's
that
The
was
Grinch
gonna
is
be my question. I'll
absolutely-
do it now. You got to lose one: Muppets Christmas Carol, Mickey's Christmas Carol, or Jim Carrey's Christmas Carol. I think I know where this one's gonna go.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Jim
That's
Carrey.
easy. I mean, I haven't seen Jim Carrey's, but I just can
But you
easily
can't get rid of the other
cut
two.
it.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Even
can
I've
choose
seen
one.
the other two.
Oh my gosh. Not in theater though, just so we're clear.
Oh.
Has anyone seen Mickey's Christmas Carol in theaters?
No.
I
Okay.
would though.
No, but my son used to watch it every single day, not at Christmas time.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
How's he doing now?
All right, one survives forever. Then Muppet Christmas Carol or Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Oh, Mickey's hand down.
Mickey's.
Yeah.
I got video. I'll post it maybe next week or on Extra Magic Hour. But they had at One Man's Dream, the little lobby. They had costumes and props from Mickey's Christmas Carol and the Santa Claus and stuff. So I think I got video. It was pretty cool.
Right on.
Yeah, I was glad to see your post because I thought they like changed over the whole exhibit to that. I didn't know they still kept all the Walt Disney stuff at the front of it. So it was good.
Yeah, it was just like in a little corner in the back before you get into the theater. The rest of the stuff was still there.
That's great.
Then the show wasn't playing, but they're showing on rotation 3 cartoons: the Donald Snow Fight,
Okay.
Mickey, Pluto's Christmas Tree,
Aww.
and the one where they're all then the one where they're all ice skating.
I love Pluto's Christmas Tree.
Yeah, classics.
So good.
Okay,
Alrighty. Let's bring it home. We have one more show next week. It'll be the wrap up for the 2025 show. Yeah, it'll be fun. We're gonna have family night as well. Hopefully we'll get some Mad Libish kind of games in there. We'll maybe get some history, maybe get some extra people to join the show from the crew if they like. But yeah, last show of the year. We'll have a great time. And Amanda and Amber and Kevin and Joey, thank you guys so much for joining tonight. All the listeners and followers that watched us all year long, we appreciate you. And we're going to see you next week, 7:00 Disneyland time. And until then, we hope you enjoy the view from Walt's apartment. Oh, I went deep right there. That was kind of nice.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your land. Here age relives fond memories of the past. And here youth may savor the challenge and promise of the future. Disneyland is dedicated to the ideals, the dreams, and the hard facts that have created America, with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.